Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 22 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Well, that one too wide and incomplete. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
24-yard line.
Hey!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. James Pierce just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A 61-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
Robinson on a give right side. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's another Falcons first down.
Looking to throw Penix. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First down. First and goal. At the
2nd quarter
9-yard
now,
line.
Falcon football. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Penix working out of the gun here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Now Penix. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
12 yards. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal is good.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Houston. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
At the 44-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Tally. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Top.
Back to throw. Tally. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
To the air, Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2. And the Cowboys.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down, Falcons.
19 Tiger.
Here's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Looking to put a drive together.
Their own 17-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Tally. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hampton on the coverage.
Looking to throw. Tally. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run with Robinson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Back to throw now on first down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Back to throw. Talon. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Penix from the gun. This pass complete to Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire the defense to help out as well.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the bootleg. Tally. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
On the ground, Lipke might have gotten this one down to 28, and that's all. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 45-yard.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, first of all, obviously, what a great play to get in there and block it. But how about their awareness to scoop it, have the nice return, Charles? Talk about a momentum swing. I think we just saw it right there.
I love the description because they didn't just stop at the block, which was a big play in and of itself. The scoop and return to set their offense up for points. This could be a huge swing. Not just 10 points, but the momentum that goes with it as well.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
65.
Looking to throw. Tally. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Operating from the gun, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's fourth down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Walker providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Third down and 8.
He'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A run. Here's Lipke. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
13-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So now the Cowboys down by 15. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes second down. Back to throw. Talley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the lead.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.